Wow. The Sonic movie, initially delayed from November 2019 to now. The Sonic movie is a very controversial movie. Came to a lot of criticism. However, it was delayed, it was fixed, and here we are with a brilliant Sonic and a brilliant movie, in my opinion anyways. So I went with friends to go see the Sonic movie, and it was a very funny and enjoyable experience. So I actually got into the film theatre, watched the film. However, there was one blatant problem. There was some fucking kid crying in the audience, and it ruined the entire thing. Not actually. The beginning of the Sonic film was actually pretty enjoyable. I really enjoyed the kind of joke in the beginning about Sonic running away. I won't actually try and spoil it. However, the intro is pretty comedic. I enjoyed it. And yes, for the part where Baby Sonic appears, they use the Sonic Mania music, which I did not expect. I thought that was only for the trailers. So yes. So Sonic is a character who is obviously a foreign entity to the Earth, an alien in fact, and he ends up coming down to Earth because on his home planet he kind of gets found out for being really, really quick, and he has to leave as a child, and leading into a lonely life he lives. So on Earth, Sonic ends up stalking Tom, played by James Marsden, and Tom's character is actually pretty simplistic. I think him and Sonic bounce off each other really, really well. So Tom's character arc, all you need to know is, without spoilers, that Tom, he does realise the value in his own home, which is Green Hills. Definitely not a reference to Green Hill. But anyway, soon enough, in the trailers we get to see Dr. Robotnik enter in, and not to mention Jim Carrey also sums up Robotnik's character really, really perfectly.
This character you're playing is trying to track down Sonic.
Yeah.
And he's really kind of not doing
Sonic is the innocence he can no longer connect with.
Exactly.
He wants to own it,
Right.
but he can never be it.
And the first thing I noticed was that Robotnik's theme is a reference to the Sal-I-Am Sonic. Robotnik's theme is a direct reference to the old Sonic cartoons, which is incredible, as I did not really expect they'd put in that much detail. However, then again, the rings are also a reference to the comics. So Jim Carrey plays Dr. Robotnik, and I can tell you one thing. Jim Carrey, I wouldn't say he carries the film necessarily, as I think that Tom and all the cast, especially Ben Schwartz, really do a good job of selling the characters. However, Jim Carrey kind of carries the film. He's actually a really funny guy. He plays Robotnik incredibly well. Comes off incredibly robotic, and I do think that a lot of the jokes that Robotnik has are probably the best in the film. There is one particular joke about him being an orphan and being breastfed. Voice cracks. The movie itself, there are quite a bit of references to Sonic, such as in the cave. There's a reference to the springs. There's a Hilltop Road sign, which is pretty cool, pretty solid reference. I really enjoyed looking at the little details they put into it. And yes, the Sonic design is really good. I really enjoyed how they kind of upgraded the previous design. However, I am kind of curious, what did the old film look like, and how much did it improve during the time they took to change it? I don't mean to take away from like the actual video itself. However, the VFX studio that actually was responsible for changing Sonic's design was shut down, which is very unfortunate, and I do think that Sonic's design being changed really is a testament to how we do have a voice in the industry, and we can change things for the better. So, go support the movie if you like Sonic. With that being said, a lot of the jokes in the film are actually pretty funny. A lot of the jokes in the film are a very big chuckle. Again, mentioning the jokes in this film, there are a lot of jokes which aren't mentioned in the trailers, which I can't really talk about, as they are kind of spoiler territory. However, all you need to know is the jokes in the film are funny, and a lot of them rely on Sonic's speed and his wit and his dynamic with Tom. And before the comments kind of blast me out of the water, there could be a sequel. There could be. Jim Carrey says so.
Planet.
So there must be potential for a sequel, I'm assuming. Maybe?
I'm hoping there is, because there's an evolution. Robotnik has not reached his apotheosis.
So about the sequel, I would love to see a sequel to the Sonic movie. I do think it's an incredibly funny film. I enjoyed it a lot. Way more than Detective Pikachu. I did not really like Detective Pikachu that much. It wasn't really that funny to me. However, the Sonic movie, I do enjoy the plot a lot more than Detective Pikachu. However, I do acknowledge there are problems. There are some plot holes, such as why doesn't Tom not get in any trouble? However, I do think it could be a slight nod to the US government being really shady. If it is, that's an incredibly high IQ joke. A lot of things in the film do make sense, but then again, it is a child's film, and there are some things that are kind of a bit weird in my opinion, such as Sonic gets really depressed, so why does he start running really, really fast? Other than it being a stress thing, I really don't get it. However, Sonic's power in the film, he's kind of like reliant on electricity. I haven't really seen before, apart from Phil Collins from My Hero. But anyways, back to the actual film. Now, it is film of the decade, and it is way better than Detective Pikachu. However, to end the video off, Sonic does a funny dance. Okay, bye.